Hello, students. Our planet is such an incredible place, isn't it? It is just teeming with life, a variety of life that is almost hard to imagine. Today, we're going to explore the forests and wildlife that are not just beautiful to look at, but are absolutely essential for our own survival. So, let's begin.
But first, let's start with a question. I want you to just take a moment and think, who do we really share this planet with? It's not just other people, is it?
Well, the answer is we share our world with millions and millions of other living beings. From the tiniest microorganisms and bacteria that we can't even see, to lichens that you see clinging to rocks, to the giant, ancient banyan trees. And of course, majestic animals like elephants and massive blue whales. This entire planet is one big, interconnected home, just buzzing with life in all shapes and sizes.
Now, this incredible variety of life, from the smallest microbe to the largest whale, has a special name. It's a very important idea that we'll be exploring today, biodiversity.
So, what exactly is this word biodiversity? Let's break it down. Simply put, it's the immense variety of all living things on Earth. It's not just about the different animals and trees we can see, but also fungi, those tiny microorganisms, and the different places where they all live together. Every single part, no matter how big or how small, is a piece of this amazing puzzle.
Now, you might be wondering, okay, so there are many types of plants and animals, but why does it matter to me? Why is it important for us as human beings? Well, let's explore that.
The most important point to remember is this. We are completely dependent on this system for our very existence. Just think about it for a second. The plants and tiny organisms in our environment, they help to recreate the quality of the air we breathe by producing oxygen. They help purify the water we drink, and they create the healthy, fertile soil that produces the food we eat every single day. Without these things, we simply cannot survive.
And at the very heart of this life support system are the forests. We call them the planet's primary producers. What does that mean? Well, they create energy from sunlight, and that forms the base of the entire food chain. Every other living thing, and that includes us, depends on them. Forests truly are the backbone of our planet's ecosystem.
Okay, now let's bring our focus a little closer to home and talk about the incredible natural treasures we have right here in India.
When we talk about nature, you'll often hear two key terms, flora and fauna. It's actually quite straightforward. Flora refers to all the plant life in a particular area, from the tallest trees to the smallest shrubs. And fauna refers to all the animal life, from tiny insects to large animals like tigers and deer.
And here's a lovely example of fauna. Sites like this, herds of deer grazing peacefully in a national park, are a perfect example of India's vibrant fauna. These animals are such a vital part of our country's rich wildlife heritage.
And this is something to be really proud of. India is actually considered one of the world's richest countries when it comes to biological diversity. We are home to a huge number of plants and animal species, many of which can't be found anywhere else on Earth.
You know, this deep connection with nature has always been a part of our culture. Just listen to this beautiful line from a Lepcha folk song from Northeast India. It speaks of gathering music from nature as an offering. It shows the kind of harmonious relationship that many traditional communities have shared with their environment for centuries. This idea of harmony brings us to our next important concept, the way all life is connected in a complex, intricate web.
You see, no living thing exists all by itself. Everything is deeply connected. A good way to think about it is to imagine a spider's web. If you touch one single strand, the whole web vibrates, doesn't it? Our planet's ecosystem works in the same way. All living things, plants, animals, microbes, are linked in a huge network depending on each other for their survival.
And it is so important to remember this. We humans are not separate from this web. We are a part of it. Our own existence is fundamentally dependent on the health and stability of this entire system.
So, let's just pause and think for a moment. Can you now see how wildlife, the forests, the insects, and the rivers are not just some things out there to look at, but are actually directly related to our own lives and our own survival? For centuries, this beautiful web of life has been in balance. But now, this complex system is facing some serious challenges. It is under stress.
Traditionally, many communities have lived in harmony with their environment. They understood their deep connection to the forests, taking only what they needed and protecting the resource that sustained them for generations.
But lately, our diverse flora and fauna are under great stress, mainly due to insensitivity to our environment. Now, what does this word insensitivity mean here? It means a lack of care.
a lack of understanding of how our actions are affecting the natural world all around us.
Here is a real-world example of what this stress looks like. This newspaper clipping talks about the gharial, a unique type of crocodile found in our rivers. Its population is now critically endangered. It's at its lowest level in decades. This is a direct result of that stress on their habitat.
The story of the gharial is just one example, but it is a powerful one. It shows us how the delicate balance of our ecological web is being disturbed. When one part of the web is weakened or broken, it affects everything else that is connected to it.
And this brings us to a final, very important question for all of us to think about. Since we have learned that our own survival depends on this complex and delicate web of life, what is our role? What is our responsibility in protecting it? This is what we will explore in our next lesson on conservation.